Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make my unbelievable pumpkin spice cupcake. This cupcake is filled with my special 4 spices and topped with my all-time favorite cream cheese frosting. So if you're ready to learn how I made it, put on your seatbelt and let's step on the gas. So to start, I'm going to preheat my oven 350 degrees F or 180 degrees C. Okay, so for our dry ingredients, we're gonna need 2 cups of AP flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and for our spice, we're gonna need 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. For our wet ingredients, I'm gonna use my homemade pumpkin puree, 15 ounces, but you can also use the one from the can, 15 ounces as well. 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 4 eggs, 1 cup of a firmly packed dark brown sugar. And to have a nice flavor in our pumpkin cupcake, I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. In a large bowl, I'm gonna sift all my dry ingredients. I'm gonna start with the flour, 2 cups of AP flour. So I'm gonna sift my flour to avoid any lump. And I'm gonna add my 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna sift all of it. And now we're gonna add our spices. I want my cupcake be really spice, so I'm gonna add different kind of spice. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon. So allspice is not all spice combined, it is one type of spice called allspice. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. And then my favorite is ground ginger, so I'm gonna also add 1 teaspoon of that. 1 teaspoon. So I'm gonna sift all this together nicely, and I'm gonna give it a quick whisk to have everything combined. So I'm gonna set it aside. Okay, so now we're going for our wet ingredients. We have here 15 ounces of my homemade pumpkin puree, and I'm going to add in my 1 cup extra virgin olive oil, 4 eggs, and I'm going to add in my 1 cup firmly packed dark brown sugar. Boom. And then I'm going to add my 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. And that's it for our wet ingredients. So I'm going to give it a whisk to have everything well combined. So I'm going to whisk it all the way until everything is well combined. Okay, so that's it for my wet. I'm going to bring back my dry, and I'm going to add my wet to my dry. Just like that. And I'm going to mix the whole thing until it's well combined. go. Okay, I have here my batter ready to go. So my recipe gives me exactly 24 cupcake. So I'm gonna line 24 cupcake liner in my cupcake pan. Just like this. Okay, so with my ice cream scoop, I'm gonna fill up 2/3 of my cupcake liner. Not only fill up 2/3 because the cupcake gonna rise. Okay, our cupcake are ready to go to the oven, and I preheat my oven 350 degrees, and those guys are ready to go to the oven. So, let's go! Okay, so our cupcake swimming in the oven. So now it's time for our cream cheese frosting. Okay, so for our cream cheese frosting, we're gonna use our stand mixer with the paddle attachment, and I'm gonna use 2 cups of cream cheese. I'm gonna dump it in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna cream my cream cheese until it's light and fluffy. Okay, so our cream cheese is nice and smooth. So now it's time to add our room temperature butter. So now we're gonna beat it together until everything is nice and cooperative, and then we're gonna add our powdered sugar. And before we continue, we're gonna add our 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. And we're gonna beat it for about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna add our powdered sugar. Let's go. Okay, so our mixture is nice and smooth. So now it's time to add our powdered sugar. But before we add it, we're gonna make sure we sift it. So I have here 1.5 pounds of powdered sugar. So I'm gonna sift my 1.5 pounds of powdered sugar. I'm gonna make sure I sift it. That way I avoid any lump. Let's go. Okay, so when you're sifting, you want to avoid those balls. That's the reason why we sift our powdered sugar. Okay, so we're done sifting our powdered sugar. So now it's time to add it. So I'm gonna add it 2 cups at a time. And we're gonna take our time to mix it slowly. That way we avoid a cloudy kitchen. Because if I turn it up all the way, you're gonna be spreading everywhere. So slowly. We're gonna add more, 2 more cups. Okay, so now it's time to add the rest of our powdered sugar. Okay, so we add the rest of our powdered sugar, so we're gonna mix it up and we'll be done. Okay, so we're done with our cream cheese frosting. So now it's time to add it to our pastry bag. Feed it with the 1M with some piping tape. Okay, so our cupcake been baking for about 20-25 minutes, so they're super ready. Okay, my cupcakes are nice and cool, so now it's time to frost them with our cream cheese frosting. Let's go. Okay, now it's time to add some sprinkle. Okay, so now we reach my favorite part of the show, which is the tasting. So let's go. Wow, I can't believe this taste. The combination of the cupcake and the cream cheese frosting is insane. It's very amazing. It's melt in your mouth, so soft and amazing. I have no word. Wow, so you definitely have to try this on this fall. It's very amazing and this should be your favorite dessert to make. Okay, so we have the end of this video. So if you like this video, if this video was helpful for you, don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up. I'll be so happy and I will truly appreciate that. And also, if you're new on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell that you don't miss any of my future videos. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and see you next time for a nice and fresh fall video. Peace!